Okay everyone, we're back here on the Lighthouse Island with Particio and Throne in tow to see what would happen if we try to buy or steal the reflector from this guy. Well, as you can see, we obviously cannot steal the reflector, but we can buy it. Okay, but I'm not going to buy these two, I'm stealing them, for sure. Alright, I guess you have to buy them, there's no other way around it. But I also kind of want to challenge this guy to get a bow skill for Hikari. Since he does equip a bow, this might actually be helpful. So, cross fingers, guys. Let's hope I can win this.
If I must.
Anything to break up the board. Ooh, he's weak to... Well, that doesn't help me, though.
Here I come.
Well, deep
How's
analysis.
this?
Okay, those might help me. But he has like 15,000 health. This is gonna be fun.
Now it begins. My blade sings.
Ooh, nice
Prepare
try.
yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna learn Abide.
My turn.
Then I'm gonna use a regular attack.
Now. Prepare yourself. I'll end this.
Okay, let's...
Boils.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna use two to use Hienka.
Hienka. My turn.
And then... Oh darn, I probably should have used all three. I forgot, I wanted to use... I want to use the other latent power. Clearly I'm being an idiot. Grand's Blade. Actually, yes, let's try that.
I summon Brand, the Thunder Blade. Good. I still have much to learn.
And that's how you turn your enemy to ashes.
You still have much to learn.
So let's see what it does here. It costs 22 SP, that's hefty, but unleash a bow attack on all foes 3 to 5. Wow. Yeah, definitely keeping. I don't think I'm going to use Take Cover anymore. Yeah.
I look forward to using this.
But yeah, that's a good skill. So with that all said, I think I'm pretty much all set to start Agnea's next chapter here. In Sai. And I think Particio's almost ready as well. His chapter is 35. He's 36. Okay, alright, we're good. Let us go to Sai then. Actually, let's choose a good party for her as well. Okay. Obviously, we want Particio. Well, actually, we might not. If he doesn't... I think Particio and Agnea are both support. So, we should have a warrior. And you know what? I think I'm going to have Casti instead. Let's see if we're missing anything. We're missing knives. No, Agnea has knives. Pretty much we have all the different types of weapon. Elemental were covered. Alright, let's just hope this boss is not too elemental heavy. Alright. Let's go with this lineup. I wonder if there are better stays for her. I think I got like a mace. I'm gonna try and find a better weapon for... Ooh. This might actually be better for... This flail might actually be really good for casting. And having the Blessing of Disguise equipped to her makes me want to equip her with everything with negative bonuses, just to get a kick out of that. Oh well, whatever. I think this should be a decent party of healers and attackers and buffers. Alright. Agnea makes her way to the town of Sai, a place her mother once performed. She enters the town in search of someone who might remember her mother.
So this is Sai, the town where Mama performed. Giselle was here not long ago, so perhaps someone knows something. Excuse me.
Is something the matter, miss?
Would you happen to know of a dancer who was here about 20 years ago?
Oh my, 20 years is quite a long time. This place has changed so much since then. Perhaps you should check the old quarters in the east.
I will. Thank you. Oh my. Is that... That pose looks just like... the moon step. Could this statue be... Out of my way, old lady.
Old lady?
Old? Huh? Take this, and that, and one of these. That ought to do it.
Lailah, what are you doing? We've had just about enough of your mischief. And to make matters worse, you've defiled Mother's statue.
I think she looks better this way.
That statue is a symbol of our hope.
Like that matters in this town. We have no money, no good food, nothing. There's no hope for us here.
You brat!
This gloom doesn't suit a desert town at all. But I know a way to brighten up the place.
What are you doing?
Watch me shine!
No, she's copying the moon step.
I don't know what that was, but I think you'd best be on your way.
Ooh. Best fail I didn't see coming.
And clean up that statue, Lailah.
What?
I bet this is the first time she didn't connect with an audience, but I think this also teaches her that when people are starving, dying, and, well, drowning in poverty, the last thing they care about is dance and happiness.
What was that just now? You were spinning around so much it made me dizzy. It was a dance. Was it your first time seeing one? Dance?
Lailah!
Darn! Gramps found me!
girl sure can run.
She'll come home when she's hungry. More importantly, that was a beautiful dance, young lady.
Thank you. It seems the other townsfolk didn't quite agree, though.
Nonsense. You were a sight to behold.
Odd. Odd that elderly people understand what dance is, but I guess, different generations.
You must be tired from your journey. You're free to rest your feet at our house, Miss,
Please, call me Agnea. But are you sure?
We certainly are, Agnea. In fact, we insist. After all, something about you feels familiar.
Oh, must be her mom's friend, or acquaintances. Ooh, Banter. Oh no! What's the matter, Agnea? Well, you see, I stumbled when practicing a new step and... What? Let me have a look. It's a minor sprain. Hold still while I treat it, okay? You're too kind, Casty. Thanks for always taking care of me. You don't need to thank me. So how does it feel? Much better, thanks to you. Now I can keep practicing. Don't push yourself too hard, you hear? I wouldn't want you to sprain it again. Got it, Mama. Mama? Ugh, I'm so sorry, Casty. That was hilarious. Oh, but come on, really? I could have sworn this looks exactly like Primrose. Now they're just setting the statue up to be her mom or something. Come on, I feel like Primrose and the rest of the other travelers definitely deserve some sort of Easter egg or callback. I guess this game just wants to stand on its own two legs. I wish there was some sort of Easter egg, anything really, for the old characters, or maybe a reference to any of the other characters. That would be nice. Ooh, actually there's this guy that I wanted to knock out but didn't get a chance to. 2, 4, 6. Do I want to? You know what? I might come back with Throne one day to knock him out. If Throne can get the job done, I don't want to waste time challenging him.
Grandma! Grandpa! Welcome home!
Thank you. Were you good boys and girls while we were out?
Who are all these children?
They're young ones from all over town. We watch over them when their parents can't.
Oh god, I feel like they're trying to make this couple look like a perfect thing happening to his children, and then something is going to happen to them.
There aren't many jobs to be had here, so their parents leave in search of work.
Is she a new friend? Whoa, that's amazing!
Did she just heart symbol those kids?
She's a traveling dancer.
You're all too young to know, but another dancer visited this very town 20 years ago. She was a kind-hearted woman named Cuani.
That was my mother!
Something about Cuani just sounded very Hawaiian to me. Like, I don't know much about their name, like in their culture in general, but just call it a wildly uneducated guess.
Oh, it's no wonder you felt familiar. You look just like her.
It makes me happy to hear that you remember her.
As if we could forget. Cuani was only passing through, yet gave from her own pockets to help us. She took care of us like she was our own mother.
Too many mother figures going around, right, Gasti?
The townsfolk built a statue of her so that they'd never forget the hope she gave us.
God darn it. I had one Easter egg from Octopath and they had to take it away.
So that statue is of my mother. I can't tell you how happy that makes me.
She met a little orphan girl while she was here. And she taught her how to dance. That little girl never stopped dancing, and now she's famous for it.
A famous dancer?
Pardon me. I thought I told you to leave.
What? Oh no. Please, don't let this be Dolcinaea messing with them.
You again? No matter how many times you come around, our answer won't change. This town is all we have left.
This is our home. I beg you to reconsider.
I've seen her before.
We paid a lot of money for this land, which makes you no more than trespassers. My liege was gracious enough to give you time to leave. But no longer. I will force you out if I must.
Stop! I won't let you lay a finger on my parents.
Lailah!
Get lost, you big oaf. Don't you have someone else to bully? I can't imagine what you'd want with a garbage heap like this.
Let the others know there will be no mercy next time. You've been warned.
Thank you, Lailah.
Lailah. Didn't I tell you already? There's no hope for us here.
Lailah!
Did she run away again? At a time like this? You spoil her too much, Platt.
Lailah was an orphan. She was abandoned when she was little, so we took her in and raised her as our own.
Yeah, gotta give credit to people like this.
But her heart's been closed off ever since, and all she ever does is make mischief around town.
She always says that there's no hope here. I wish we knew how to make her happy.
I have to do something. I have to find Lailah.
I feel like this story is gonna be a touching one, too. Your mother must have been an incredible woman, Agnea. It seems she was adored by people far and wide. She really was amazing. You mentioned that your father is a tailor of few words. How is it that he won your mother's heart? Everyone always looks so surprised when I say this, but it was actually Mama who proposed to Papa. She did? My mother fell in love the first time she put on one of his dresses. She adored everything about it, from the design to the way it felt, even the way he sewed it. She realized that the one who made it was thinking of the wearer and their happiness. Mama decided that she wanted to wear his clothes for the rest of her life. All that after slipping on just one dress. I see. She sounds like a very passionate woman. She laughed and said it wasn't love at first sight, but love at first wear. It sounds like their meeting was the work of fate. I couldn't agree more. Interesting love tale. But yeah, I can see this is going to be either a really sad or really touching story.
What am I doing? Soon this town will be nothing but a memory. And a bad one at that. There was never anything fun to do here. Fun. So that was a dance. What? What are you staring at, you idiot? I was just admiring your moves. I'm happy to see you've taken a liking to dance. No, I haven't. I can teach you if you like. What do you say, Lailah? What? Your shoes. They're all tattered. You can't dance in those. Which means I'll just have to find you a new pair. Hey! I didn't even agree to dance with you! Never you worry about that. Just wait here, okay? What's up with that lady?
Yeah, get used to it, Lailah. She doesn't give up. We've been with her for 3 chapters. We generally can guess her modus operandi. Ooh, more banters. Okay, I'm not gonna try and... I don't even understand the melody there, so... La la la. Why are you singing? It happens when I'm in a real good mood. I don't understand. Then why don't we do it together? No, thank you. Alright, I don't mind singing on my own. I must be on my way. But goodbye I shall not say, for you and I will meet again someday. Oh, I saw your foot moving to the beat. It did not. God darn it. I guess Agnea is your resident icebreaker right there. If she's able to phase Oswald. Oh, she's gonna have to entreat, of course she would. Give me some cute shoes. I understand. Please take these shoes to that little girl. These are just perfect. I can't wait to show Lailah. Ooh, can we finally entreat some of these guys? Yes, we can. Skull Helm and Tough Nut. You're a fine dancer. Here's a token of thanks for the performance. So that's how she entreat people. Too bad I can't entreat this dude for his great blade. Oh, darn, that would be perfect for, what's her name? Casti. Well, she doesn't equip swords, but you get the idea. Yeah, maybe I'll run back through this town again, trying to entreat people. But, what did I get? Oh, Tough Nut, Skull Helm. Well, it looks like it's destined for Casti. It might even be good for, what's his name? Temenos. Actually, let's check on Temenos. See if it's good for Temenos first. It's good with everything but the defense. You know what? I'm giving it to Casty. For Casty, it way more benefit. Yeah, I'm gonna equip the skull helm on her. Maybe I'll give her Gallant helm. Nah, Gallant helm isn't worth it. And I'll distribute the nuts a little later. I tend to just stockpile the nuts until there's plenty of them, then I'll just use them all at once. Give her cute shoes.
They fit perfectly! Thank goodness. I guess they do. Now then, let's begin. Just follow me. Your turn. Fine. There's no need to get so excited. Are you crazy? There's no way I can do something like that. This is called the moon step. It's an advanced move, but I know you can do it, Lailah. I get it now. You just want to laugh at me, don't you? Of course not. When I saw your moves, I knew. You've got the makings of a dancer, Lailah. I do? But when you start, you don't need to worry about doing it well. You just need to have fun. That's the most important part. Fun. Come on, let's give it another try. That was amazing! You dance wonderfully, Lailah. That's the first time anyone's ever praised me so much.
Just a quick thought, but anyone thought it's a good idea to have a kid staying overnight with a random stranger on the edge of town? I just don't. I don't know. I feel like it's a strike against the old couple who were supposed to take care of her.
Thank you, Lailah. Huh? What are you thanking me for? It made me happy to see you have fun. Don't be ridiculous. Wouldn't you be happier if I could do the moon step? Huh? When I watched you dance, all the bad thoughts in my head disappeared. And my heart felt warm. What's wrong with me? Lailah. What do you say we do it one more time, Lailah? I did it!
It's proof that you worked hard. Harder than anyone. Dolcinaea.
Well, that's a twist. Did not see that one coming.
Thank you, Miss Cuani.
But that begs the question, what is she doing with this orphanage? What's she trying to do?
After I saw you dance, I decided someday I'm going to be a star.
Grandma!
That was a beautiful dance, Lailah. It reminded me of Dolcinaea.
Dolcinaea? You mean the little orphan girl that my mother taught was...
That's right. Her name was Dolcinaea. She used to practice here all night with your mother. I'm happy you found yourself a good teacher, Lailah. Dolcinaea said she was going to be a star, and now she is. But not everyone here is happy about that. After all, when it came to the townsfolk, that girl...
Come quickly! The town's in trouble!
Oh dear. I feel bad for the parents. They're probably caught between the orphan girl and the town.
What? I'll go check it out.
I'm going with you.
Now, I was hoping there'd be another travel banter, but there's probably going to be some sort of conflict.
What do you think you're doing?
I told you there would be no mercy next time, didn't I?
Stop this madness! This town is our...
Oh no, please don't make this a cliche. Dolcinaea turns evil when all the fame got to her head.
Dolcinaea?
Greetings, you poor little slum dwellers. Allow me to free you from your filth.
I don't care if you're a star, the moon, or the whole damn sky. You need to come back down to Earth and remember where you came from.
Unfortunately for you, my memory just isn't what it used to be. Now go, Veronica. I will be watching the show from atop the hill.
Understood.
Why is this happening?
Oh, I'm guessing she wants to erase her less than reputable past as a war orphan? I honestly don't know. Maybe she just doesn't want people to know she used to live in a slum.
No. I can worry about the whys after I put an end to this.
Let me help. I've got to teach these bullies a lesson.
I can tell how much you care for everyone, Lailah. But you have to leave this to me. You get the other kids to safety, you hear?
Agnea. Okay, leave it to me. Good luck, Agnea.
I won't let you down.
Oh, we don't get to fight them all? I love Agnea. Just leave it to me and my 4 other friends who are warriors, magical overlord / war medic. Alright, so now we have to go to the Dragonridge, which we've already seen before while playing as Cassidy.
Here I come.
Alright, let's analyze these
Let me
guys.
look at you.
Ice.
What to do? What to do?
Time to shine.
I guess I'll do a dagger dance.
There. Thank you.
Prepare yourself. Here I come. Who's next?
Time to shine.
Another dagger dance would work.
There. Thank you.
Thinking time. Pierce them. Wings of frost.
Here I go.
Axe attack.
Has to be done. I know no cure for evil.
I guess Cassidy is almost as good as Hikari as a warrior. I'm starting to think maybe giving her a cleric job might have been a bad idea. I should have given her a yeah, sneaky little treasure. But I probably should have given her a thief class or something. Wind Whisperer. Raises potency of wind-based attack. It might be good. I'll give her this later. And give the ornate dagger to Throne instead. Or maybe I'll make Cassidy a thief instead of a cleric. I guess I'll wait and see. It's kind of... One of the good things about this game is the secondary job system is so versatile.
Patient.
But what sucks is that I'm really bad at making choices like this, so it puts me in a sort of a bind when I'm trying to decide which character or which subclass each character should have.
There. So that's it.
My turn.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think it's a very good representation of a well-designed leveling system or upgrade system when it makes it hard for the player to decide. So I'm kind of conflicted about that.
Fire. Burn.
Now it begins. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Alright.
Arrow of fortune. I did it. I wasn't expecting that.
The dagger is good for wind base, but that would make dagger dance suck. Conflicted. What should I do? Yeah, maybe I'll equip her with this, and then I'll equip the Wind Whisperer on her. Give her better... I'll just remember the dagger is used to cast spells. Okay. Actually, despite it all, the dagger is way better than the spear. You know what? I think I'm going to stick with the ornate dagger. For now. I'll give her the spear to... Where was that spear that increases magic properties? Yeah, for now. And let's make sure everything else is up to date as well. You know what? I'll give her a spike shield. Okay.
shall be your opponent.
Well now.
Too bad she doesn't have an all ice skill.
This'll cool you down.
Here I come.
Alright, let's do this.
How's this?
You said it, Cuani.
Thinking time. Fire. Burn.
Fine work, Oscar. I'm sorry.
Wow, that thing
It's
lived.
my turn now. I wasn't expecting that.
Okay, better heal everyone else up. Oh, really, just Oswald. This game really likes to tease you with chests.
I need a plan. Strike them down.
Here I go.
All right. There. I did it. I'm feeling all better.
Here I come.
Oh. Hikari is completely useless here. Oh, wait, no. Maybe not.
How's this? Now! Time to strike.
All right.
I should end this.
There. I did it. Thank you. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think, what's her name? I don't think Agnea even needs a magic point healing ability. She has rest as a merchant. Huh. That begs the question of who I should give it to. Maybe Throne? Yeah, maybe I'll give it to Throne, since she specializes in evasion anyway. She really doesn't need that much defense. But anyway, now that we've learned most of our job class, it's time to collect some other skill to help. Maybe I'll teach her Ember. So now she has a spell she can cast. Maybe collection, but not really. Not necessary for 3,000 points. As for Hikari, I almost want him to learn some axe skill as well. But Lake Hold Trap is not bad. Maybe I'll teach him a baiting orb. That might help. As for Casti, she can learn Doter's Charity. Didn't realize that yet. Man, I didn't realize how much JP I don't have, or I have not spent. Extend the reach of a single ally's items to affect all for 3 turns. That's actually broken, if used correctly. Yep, doing that. And I think that's it for now. I'm gonna have to really consider where to put my JP. Some of these characters have ridiculous amount of JP. After you kill enough, like Octopaths, those guys give tons. Yeah, for now, I'm just gonna not sit around and scrape through the menu and bore you guys. I'm gonna figure it out backstage.
Time to shine.
Alright, time to dance.
There.
What to do, what to do. This'll cool you down.
Now then. Fire. Burn.
Prepare yourself.
Time to shine.
I am going to rust. Yeah, rusting is overpowered.
Here I go.
I'm starting to think maybe Hikari should be a merchant.
secure.
Because I don't know if resting is percentage base healing. Okay. Oh, there's a save point. So we're about to fight the boss.
Too precious to risk.
I need a plan. Strike them down.
Here I come.
It's my turn now. There. Thank you.
What to do? What to do? Here I go. This'll cool you down. I'm terribly sorry.
Here I come.
Ah, I'll just attack.
It's my turn now.
Here goes. Fire. Burn. I've gained valuable insight.
Oh, Hikari's about to level up too. First, let's say... Actually, I'm gonna save, but I still want to grab that chest first and then save again. Tempest Amulet. What does it do? Greatly reduces wind damage. Oh, this might mean that the next boss uses wind. Does anyone want to equip it? So, well, he already has plenty of... Okay, I'm gonna equip it to Hikari. Maybe I'll give him a beastly scarf, and this guy I'll give him the wind amulet. Elemental ward is also a good one on him. Maybe I'll give him elemental ward instead. Yeah, I think I'm good with this party setup. Alright.
Stand aside or fight.
Seems we're gonna have to fight either Veronica or Dolcinaea. I'm betting Veronica.
Now then.
Dolcinaea doesn't look like a battling type.
There. Thank you.
My turn.
Here I go.
Strike them down. Thinking time. Pierce them. Wings of frost.
Great job, Bob. There.
That's the end of that.
I wasn't expecting that.
Okay, now I think we're ready.
Found you.
Well, well, if it isn't the little dancer from before. Have you come for an autograph? You must be quite the fan to come all the way out here just to see me.
I'm not here for an autograph. Far from it. I came here to stop you from destroying that town.
Unfortunately for you, I have big plans for this place. It is to become Dolcinaealand.
Dolcinaealand?
Okay, that sounds... what was the right word I'm trying to use here? Out of left field? Unexpected? Let's hope there's not some... I don't know, some sort of Vice City she's planning here.
It has quite the nice ring to it, no? It will be a shining paradise built in honor of the realm's finest superstar.
Oh, great. Now she just sounds like an egotist. Egotistical? Yeah, egotistical.
I'm giving these people something they can be proud of. They should be thanking me.
But isn't this your hometown?
I mean, depending on how she spins this, it might be good. Like, in order to build Dolcinaea Town, she creates job for those parents who didn't have jobs to come back to their kids. That could be a good thing. But it really depends on how she plans to do this.
Your jokes bore me, little girl.
Dolcinaea?
This is no home of mine. My very first memory is of sand, everywhere I looked. I can't even remember my parents' faces. I was abandoned here.
Huh.
Life was miserable. Dressed in flea-ridden rags, scavenging for food.
I guess she was born with a short end of the stick.
But one day, an opportunity presented itself. A dazzling light descended upon this gloomy, destitute town. Everyone's eyes were upon her brilliant figure as she danced. She was a star. That's when I decided to prove myself to the world. After some time, I became a dancer and found myself in front of a grand stage during my travels. I wished to dance upon it. So I worked harder than anyone. Until I outshone them all. And I scaled the dazzling stairs to success. Do you see now? I am, without a doubt, the realm's finest superstar.
Okay. But at the same time, feels kind of sad. Once you've reached the pinnacle of things, there's really nowhere else to go. You're just there. Stagnant, almost.
I trained every day of my life so that my glow would never die. How could the world's most beautiful, shining star come from this depressing slum?
Personally, I don't think anyone should ever be ashamed of their origin. But I guess, you know, maybe society forces you to do that. There's a stigma against it, but I guess the real great ones are the ones who don't try to deny their origin, or one who actually owns up instead of trying to cover it up, you know, in the name of success or for some sort of vanity, you know, something like that.
It's simply not possible. Which is why I say this is no home of mine.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you come from. A true star would never cause others pain. A true star is...
That's quite enough. Now would you get out of my way? This area needs to be cleared. And once it's gone, all memory of it shall follow.
I'm not going anywhere.
Honestly, I don't like that Dolcinaea is really trying to wipe out that orphanage. The same people, her Platts and his wife, they're the people I assume raised Dolcinaea. So it feels kind of wrong. Though, of course, this is all assumption. I don't know if they actually raised her. It wasn't clarified, but she was an orphan, I presume. Either way, it seems it seems really twisted if they raised her and now she's doing this to her, her, in all but biological sense, parents.
You stubborn little girl. You should know that such obstinance will only get you hurt. Veronica, get rid of her.
You can try, but I won't let you lay a finger on this town. Wait for me, Lailah. Well now.
Okay. How do I want to do this? I guess I'll poison her. I wish there was a way to just poison without...
Poison slash. Ah, there. Time to shine.
Oh, so she is weak to axe. I am pleasantly surprised. Okay. How do I want to do this? I guess I will... I'll use Lion Dance on Agnea. No, not Agnea. On casting.
Now then, let me look at you.
Fire. Wow, she's mostly weak to elementals.
Here I come.
Deep
Allow
analysis.
me.
60,000 health. Wow, this is gonna be fine.
My turn. Yeah.
Alright.
Indulge me,
Now then.
Okay, I'm gonna use Lion Dance on Hikari. Set him up for next turn.
Lion dance.
Many thanks.
Here I go.
And for Apothecary, I think I'll just smack her.
I'm terribly sorry. Thank you, Kesty.
And I'm going to use Peacock Strut
Peacock strut.
on Oswald.
Now then, let me... Calculations complete. Fire. Burn.
My turn. What is this?
Let's use Yenka.
Yenka!
Well now. These hands.
Okay. Sweep, blah, blah. Let's do this.
Poison slash.
Prepare yourself. Yeah.
Now then. Indulge me,
My turn.
Let's heal. Yeah.
This will make it all right.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
It means to be a star. I'm not going anywhere.
Let's give everyone Lion Dance.
Lion dance. Thank you.
Here I come. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, and then let's give him Peacock Strut.
Peacock strut.
Oh, now Oswald's boosted
Now
up.
it begins.
Alright. Let's give her an axe.
Now then.
And let us use... I guess I'll just use Elemental Barrage.
Indulge me for a moment.
You never fail to impress, Oswald.
And let's poison her one more time.
Poison slash.
I feel like I'm outclassing her, like insanely outclassed.
Time to shine.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use Merchant and donate a BP to Oswald. Man, I'm just like destroying her at this point.
That's a help.
Here I go.
Let us use... I guess I'll just attack her.
Prepare yourself.
I think Piercing Thrust is
My
good.
spear does not end.
Thinking time. Calculations complete. Fire. Burn.
Uh-oh.
My turn.
Now she gets double turn, so it's gonna be fun. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to best do 7 points of damage to her in between. I really don't want to have her have another turn. So 1 axe attack, 1 dagger attack, maybe 2 or 3 spells. 1 plus 2 or 3 is about 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's possible. Alright, for now.
Time to shine.
I'm not gonna summon.
Now then. Indulge me for a moment.
Okay, I definitely can
Prepare
break her.
yourself. Here I come.
Not giving you that turn, lady.
You did it, Hikari.
Now I'm gonna lion dance him.
Lion dance.
Many thanks.
My turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use
The helping hand.
boost.
These hands.
Okay, let's give everyone a bunch of SP here. Okay. Okay, Mighty Leaf, and then... is there one that increases... magical ability. Raises elemental defense, action order... Huh, I guess there is none. I guess I'll give everyone some BP then. Pomegranate leaf? Yep.
A pinch of this.
You have my thanks, Christy.
Now then.
Alright. I guess I might as well do it now.
My wrath.
She's probably gonna die after this.
Indulge me for a moment.
Yep.
Study harder.
Yeah. This battle is just to showcase to you guys how ridiculously overpowered your character becomes when you merge various classes with various different abilities and then combine that with latent power to create like pretty much an endless latent power loop, potentially. I remember this when I played the first game and I fight against that secret boss. I remember thinking, oh my god, I never knew those abilities worked like that together.
I failed. You wish to give her a moment in the spotlight, I see. You are too kind. Take a moment to catch your breath, Veronica. I must confess, you put on quite the show.
I never understood how this game can make dancing turn into a battle. The storyline still makes it seem like they're dancing. It's funny.
There is something special about you, Agnea. Something rare that not all dancers have. You have a glow about you.
Dolcinaea, stars are meant to...
Put smiles on people's faces, yes? What nonsense. I danced to prove myself to the world, to gain the people's recognition. I thought only of my own happiness. You're Cuani's daughter, aren't you? I suppose you're faithfully following her teachings, then.
I am.
You're such a fool. Though I cannot deny even the smallest bit of interest in you.
Is this an invitation? The Festival of Grace?
It's the main event of the Grand Gala. Very few dancers have the privilege of performing in it. We can settle this there. The crowd will decide which of us is the true star.
That's fine with me.
Who decided that there can only be one star? I guess true star.
I look forward to it already. Until then, I leave this little heap of huts in your hands. We're leaving, Veronica. Tonight's show was brought to you by me, Dolcinaea Lucille. I shall await you on the stage.
Dolcinaea's gone. I can't thank you enough, miss.
I'm just glad everyone's all right.
Oh no! Look! Mother's statue. It's in pieces.
When they say mother, are they referring to Platt's wife, or are they referring to Cuani as their, quote, mother?
Our hope.
Lailah!
What's wrong with all of you? Don't you get tired of being gloomy all the time?
What are you talking about, Lailah?
If you're looking for hope, it's right here. I'll be your new hope.
Lailah.
Lailah! She's dancing.
I can't believe it.
Ouch! Lailah!
Yeah, bravo. I wish if my avatar could clap. I'd definitely be clapping right about now. I guess it's time I started to learn how to interact with that, or maybe find some motion capture thing. But yeah, that song is actually really good for how short it is.
Whoa!
Thank you, Agnea. You helped me discover something important. Were you able to find something too?
I was. I found...
Ooh, what did I find? I'm gonna try and think about it before the 3 choices are presented. Something to do with origin, one's origin, or maybe perseverance, dedication, something like that. A mother's love, the joy of dancing, power of determination. I guess so.
Really? I'm glad it wasn't just me then. When I dance, my heart feels warm. All the bad thoughts in my head disappear. And I'm filled with happiness.
Those are beautiful words, Lailah.
From now on, I'm going to share this happiness with the whole town.
Thank you, Lailah.
Again? What are you thanking me for?
I should get going.
Agnea!
Lailah. Let's meet again someday.
That's a promise, Agnea. See you soon!
In the town of Sai, Agnea uncovers the memories her mother left behind. A superstar despairs over her past, while a young girl hopes for the future. The traveling dancer keeps their stories close to her heart as she makes her way to the Grand Gala. Agnea the Dancer Chapter 4 End. I am actually, honestly, I was very surprised. I thought this was just going to be a boring chapter reminiscing about the past with Cuani, but I am pleasantly surprised how interesting the story develops. I'll be honest right there. But anyway, let's go on and see the rest of our banter. Dolcinaea's change. Dolcinaea. How could you do such a horrible thing? I got a whiff of loneliness from that lady. You did? When you say star, you're talking about the ones in the sky, right? They're so high up that people can't reach them. Maybe she's lonely up there. I think we had this conversation about, reaching the peak. It's been my dream to be a star like her someday. I want us to be able to smile and laugh together and share the stage. Even if you become a star, Aggie, I don't think you'll be lonely. You'll always have good friends around you. Singing together. Garud and Cuani. Oh, okay, we had that already. Shoes. Alright, now let's find Lailah some shoes. Before that, Agnea, there's something I must speak to you about. The Flamebringer, Aelfric, once shared his fire with the people. They were grateful for its warmth on cold nights. But Aelfric's flame died and his body grew ragged. Why are you telling me this now? Because, Agnea, your shoes are as ragged as Aelfric's was. What? Oh, you're right. It is important to think of oneself from time to time. Thank you, Temenos. I definitely have to do something about these shoes. After we find Lailah a good pair, let's go. Goodness, may the sacred flame guide you. I guess that lesson is lost upon her. The weight of a leaf. Buy some candy with this, son. The name's Particio. Here, take this. Hey, Particio, why do you give a coin to everyone you meet? It's a mercantile investment. I want folks to remember my face. But isn't it a lot of money? Heh, I don't mind. The devil called poverty taught me the weight of a single leaf. So I'm happy to lighten the burden of others, even if just a little. That's wonderful. I'm sure you've made lots of people smile that way. You're a real shining star, Particio. I'm apt to float off and join them in the big blue with how light my coin purse is. Even your corn purse is a star. Oh, Chet's phrase. Agnea's leg. Huh, I'm surprised she didn't have a conversation with Throne in this chapter. I guess not everyone has a conversation every chapter. Alright. So with that said, I'll end this clip here. And, oh, wait, no. I forgot one other thing I needed to do. To knock out that dude. And see what he has hidden in his little hideaway area. And there's Throne, speaking of the devil. Let's have Throne here. I have Casti, Hikari. I guess I could bring out Jet, but I can't with Oswald there. So we've got all of our bases covered, pretty much. If I can't knock him out with a knockout, with a skill level based, then I'm gonna drug him. If that doesn't work, I'll challenge him. Alright, nighttime. Okay, so it looks like I can knock him out.
Good night.
Ooh, wait, why is this shiny thing not on the map? Okay, let's see what it is. Dancer's Journal. I don't know how much time has passed since my teacher left, but even though no one is left to instruct me, I will continue my training. Oh, this is Dolcinaea's diary. I'm willing to bet. I practiced the steps she taught me over and over again in hopes that I will be able to move just as she did, and I will never forget the dance that changed my life. In my memories, my teacher shines like the sun. I've decided that I, too, will be as radiant as she was, and no one will ever shake that resolve. My teacher spoke of a great grand theater on the eastern continent. She said it could hold hundreds and was home to a gorgeous stage on which only the most resplendent of performer could ever set foot. This is a world that I, in this poor dirty town, cannot even begin to imagine, and I doubt I'm the only one. Platt, his wife, the orphans, even the townspeople, that world is just too dazzling for us. It shines too brightly, but if it truly is that beautiful, I want to show it to everyone. Oh, so I'm guessing Platt and his wife did take care of Dolcinaea. That's why I'm going to become a star and change everything when I'm rich. I can rebuild this place. I can lighten up every corner of this dark, dingy, leafless little town and make it shine. I'll build a grand theater just for us, then everyone can live in happiness. I mean, isn't that what she's planning on doing? Though, maybe she's doing it the wrong way by trying to force these people to leave. Like, I feel like if this is her plan, she should be more... What's the word I'm looking for? More clear. She should have made it more clear to the people. Not like they're going to lose their home, she's just going to build them a better one. Unless that's changed. But to do that, I must practice. I must dance and sing with all my might until I become a star. I will dedicate all that I am to this town. So today, tomorrow, and the day after, I will keep dancing. Well, I mean, this could be Lailah's journal as well, right? No, when she said she speaks of the theater and the building this place into a new place. Yeah, this feels more like it's got to be Dolcinaea's. Interesting. So this is where she used to live. Tattered dress. Ooh. Oh, I don't have Agnea. But I'm curious if that's a better upgrade. Or if it's just a keepsake. Yeah, it's practically useless. It's just a keepsake of Dolcinaea, I presume. Tattered shoes. Again, just a collector's item, really. And darn it, I want to wake this guy up and inquire again to see if we know anything about him. Huh. I guess he's still knocked out, but yeah, I'm kind of curious to see if he's related to Dolcinaea, like maybe her father or something. But yeah, I think we will end this particular section here, and I'll see you guys next time when I do Partitio's Chapter 3.